Safety is the absolute most important thing in this industry. That's barely ever argued. It shows up at any company you'll ever work for, and it's taught to you from the first day that you start your flight training. Nobody argues that. But a lot of the times, I don't think that a lot of people think about what it actually means for them in their operation. Everybody will have to teach you about safety and really tell you safety is important. But I was having a discussion with a mentee, a Mentos, if you will, recently about what that means in the decision-making process. You're going in a small airplane, that is a switch up from flying a jet. So for me doing this, I was very aware that my decision-making was going to be somewhat different, right? And we didn't see eye to eye on all of the decisions that we had made, but one thing I had pointed out to them that I wasn't sure that, and this may be for a lot of people, it could apply to GA or for hire anyways, but one thing I had said to them that I really wanted to share with you guys is that once you're doing this for hire, safety has to be the very first thing on your mind. And then the more I thought about that, I realized it's not just for hire. Anytime you get in an airplane, safety has to be the first thing that you think about. And that doesn't always mean, oh, I'm not going to immediately take off into bad weather. It means that everything that you do, that decision should not be based on, can we do this? But rather, what can I do when we can't? It's not about, is this going to work? Because 90% of the time, 95% of the time, it is going to work. That's not the issue. That's not where the safety comes in. The safety comes in, what about the 5% of the time where it doesn't work? What is your plan? How are you going to handle it? And if you go into any decision without a plan of action, if that decision doesn't work, or how you're going to respond to an unknown event, that's where you're setting up the Swiss cheese model, the holes in the Swiss cheese to line up for you. And that's why I think that nobody argues